Hey, it's Bella back from Media Life. Today I'm going to be talking about audience impact, representation, legal and ethical issues and regulatory bodies in terms of the film Fantastic Four. Audience impact. There are two theories when it comes to the audience of a film. The first one is the hypodermic syringe by Theodore Adorno, 1930. He believed that we were being injected with ideas that we couldn't filter out, therefore meaning that the media has a negative impact. This is when an audience is passive. The second theory states that the audience is able to filter and adapt content from the media, which links to Gauntlet's theory of people using media for their own purposes. This is when an audience is active. When it comes to the film Fantastic Four, the character of the Human Torch could have had a bad impact on the audience due to the young age of it. Although it sounds unrealistic, a young child watching someone be set on fire may cause negative consequences. There could also be a negative impact for girls, as there is a scene where we see Jessica Alba in just her underwear, which could be seen as pornification. However, the film also has a positive impact, as characters such as Mr. Fantastic could show the importance of being caring and selfless to some extent, as he saves the city from evil. Representation. Women and men are being represented in this film, as well as fantasy characters. The four main characters, especially Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman and the Human Torch, follow the stereotype of modern superheroes due to them being young, attractive white Americans. This links to the theory of Perkins' 1979, as it is the use of stereotypes. Also, the representation of women in Fantastic Four slightly allows the theory of Mulvey, 1975, as the character played by Jessica Alba is sometimes objectified during the film. The film also shows the theory of Earp and Katz, 1999, and the representation of men, as they appear very strong and masculine throughout the film, as they are attacking each other and being violent to some extent. These representations follow the theory of Hall, 1980, as they are all mediated so that the film Fantastic Four appeals to the audience and makes them feel a certain way. Representations of gay people, Butler, 1993, and of ethnicity, Alvarado, 1987, were not included in the film. Legal and ethical. The music used for the soundtrack in the film Fantastic Four will have had to be copyrighted in order to prevent legal issues. They will have had to have asked for approval from record labels such as Capitol Records, the Island Def Jam Music Group and Sony Music Records. An example of a song used within the film is Relax, performed by Chingy, which will have needed the consent from Capitol Records to use within the film. The overall content of the film cannot be seen as offensive, as there isn't really any explicit language or adult content. There are also no issues raised in the film that would cause any ethical offence, as there is no racial problems. Regulatory bodies. The film Fantastic Four is rated PG by the British Board of Film Classification, which means that it should not upset anyone who is 8 or older and doesn't contain content that is too explicit or disturbing. However, it can contain mild violence and themes. Also, the company of ASA, the Advertising Standards Authority, issue guidelines when it comes to the advertisements of products. For example, the posters used to advertise Fantastic Four could not have contained violent or sexual images. This is why the poster and DVD cover used for the film is just the four main characters with the Brooklyn Bridge in the background.